that is of course Miss Congeniality, which is Miss Congeniality 2 on actually did do my review for the first Miss Congeniality, which I did that review during a Women History Month last year. You can find that on my page here. But I sort of missed out on doing my review for the sequel, and so here it is. Now, the first Miss Congeniality was really fun, charming. Sandra Bullock was great. Had lots of fun laughs. So they decided, and of course the film did do well in the box office, so they decided to go right ahead and give us a sequel. And the sequel results is not so good. Here you want to have Sandra Bullock coming back as Gracie Hart. In this, she was like never really drilled. She have gone undercover as a competitor in the beauty pageant here, and so now she works for the FBI, FBI, and is dealing with some very public attention. Thanks to her walks down the runway and all, and so she tries to impress her new partner, Sam Fuller, played by Virginia King, who of course now is an Oscar-winning actress there. But anyway, the pair of course has like to put aside their differences because they're not really fans of each other. Um, because of one of Grace's former beauty queen pals, Cheryl Fraser, ends up trying to get missing, so they decided to put on the case here. And I admit the chemistry between Sandra Bullock and Virginia King isn't so bad. I think they really do play off each other well. I mean, you even have some really cool icons like William Shatner and Ernie Hudson's in this, but it's just not so fun. I mean, the script is not so great. It's not as funny as the original. It's not bad as, let's say, Speed Shoot Cruise Control, to be honest with you, but it's still not so great either. I mean, the storyline is just pretty painful. It's pretty painful to watch. It's very, silly, very dumb here. You know, it's why the Virginia King said yes for this is still beyond me. But hey, at least years later she'll go on to win an Oscar, so that says something there too. But yeah, it's just not as good as the first film. Really, missed the mark of what made the first film so fun. I mean, Sandra Bullock is also not a fan of this one either. So don't. Could we ever see Miss Congeniality 3? I don't really ever think so. I mean, we'll probably get Legally Blonde 3 before we get Miss Congeniality 3. Let's just be for real there. But yeah, it's just not so great. I mean, this movie got released all the way back in when did it get released again? Yeah, March 24th, 2005. Cool year, but this was probably one of the worst movies to get released that year. So yeah, I can't really recommend this one at all. It's just not so great. Anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen Miss Congeniality, Arm and Fabulous? And so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Did you prefer it over the first film, or do you prefer the first film over this one? Would you love to see a Miss Congeniality 3 in the near future? Drop comments below. Don't forget to tap off one notification. This is Simi signing out.